Interesting game actually. Remember, in history, Brazil have met Japan once back in the 2006 World Cup, whereby Brazil won 4-1. And also remember that in this FIFA 2026 World Cup, Brazil are yet to lose any match. They drew with Morocco, they beat Haiti, and they also beat Scotland. Now for Japan, they only won over Tunisia, and then wakadraw na Sweden, and wakadraw na Netherlands. Now this task right here tonight, before we go on, nataka prediction. Najua Magongo hapa ameshaeka yake. Arocho, what is your prediction first? Draw?
So we must have a winner.
No, then I'm talking about the 90.
The first 90.
Okay. I'm also going 4-2, but at extra time. 4-2 in favor of Japan.
Kagongo, najua unataka kuongelea timu yako?
Hatuwapigi mabao nyingi. That's 3-1. And hii game itadeterminiwa na first half. First half. First half, tumelock first half 2-0. Tumemaliza game.
That is very bold.
Now, Arusha said draw. Brazil,
high scoring.
Brazil 4-2. Yeah. So Munyanekele, it's over. Umesema Japan mapema sana. All right, let's talk about Brazil. Unajua, having a team that is unbeaten in the group stages, and also Japan wameshinda game moja peke yake and then wamedraw. Arucho, mbona umesema ni draw hii game?
Well, I'm looking at the last encounter the two teams had, and Japan won. It was a friendly match in the month of October. And I feel that Japan have been growing since the first match they played in the World Cup. It's just showing a lot of progression. And that's why I feel that it will be a draw. And if in any case there's a team that is going to win, it will be a low-scoring match. I'm not expecting high scores in this encounter. And you also need to factor in the fact that after 3 matches, teams are now slowing down. Injuries are creeping in. Fatigue is also coming into play. So basically, it's not going to be a high-scoring match. The two teams have performed well until where they were. That's why I'm talking about draw, or if in any case there's a team that is going to win, it will be a low-scoring match.
Faith Kure, you've talked about 4-2.
Low scoring. I don't know, because both teams play high-octane football, because this one will be end-to-end, and they capitalize better. They take their chances better than most of the teams. So a counter-attack, that's a goal. Yeah, end-to-end match. If you look at Vinicius, I think he's the star of the match that we are looking out for. And they're both lacking crucial players. Brazil do not have Rafinha, but God works in miraculous ways, because the Bournemouth Ryan came in and he actually stood 10 toes, and if Rafinha didn't get injured, I don't think he would have featured in this World Cup. Japan also are lacking Takekubo, Endo, Wataru. So that I think it's still going to be a high-scoring match. A very entertaining game, probably the game of the round of 32. And I think where Japan can win the game is Nigas. If they dare go to extra time, I think Japan wins it. Yeah.
Tuko na fan Kagongo Mike. I remember was pronouncing your name vibaya sana. Kagongo Mike.
Yeah, actually,
Japan, I can see you're wearing.
You needed to give yourself a yellow card.
But I'm the only person who can hire and fire and give a red card. You know, it says
that means you are biased.
The referee's confusion is always fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that matter.
Team ya Japan umesema itapiga, and then we can talk about how Japan got into this round of 32. Tumeona wameshinda game moja na few zingine wamekuwa wamekaza.
Japan, so far so good. They've shown boldness, because as a team, they're playing as a team wholeheartedly. If they move together. Unasikiaga wanasema beki wa kupanda na kushuka. Hawa ni wote ni mabeki wa kupanda na kushuka. Striker anapanda na anashuka. So what if they're going ahead forward, they also fall wote pamoja. Yeah. So they're playing as a block together. Since the inception of since World Cup started, I did commentate the first match they did play. And I told Wadi Mwema that this team is going far. The likes of Nakamura, Ito, Watanabe, and exactly, they have pace that's required in the field. Brazil, the likes of Kina Kaka are not there. The likes of Kina Ronaldo are not there. This is the same team that was beaten 5-0 the previous edition.
Oh.
So I don't think they can cruise ahead of Japan.
No, but I don't think it's fair bringing in Kaka, and this same Brazil hasn't lost a game in this World Cup. No, I had to say that.
Without Kagongo finishing. It's a yellow card.
No, but it's out there. Thank you.
Please, Kagongo, continue. You were saying something, eh?
Thank you for protecting me. So I was saying, against Japan, Brazil, it will be a very hard task and an uphill task for them. But still, you cannot ignore the likes of Brazil defense, because they have a very concrete defense currently. And that doesn't mean Japan cannot score. It also means, as he says, if it's a draw, maybe goalless. If it's a draw, maybe goalless. But for Japan, with the pace they have currently, they're gonna score more than 2 goals.
Well, before I come to Miss Faith Korea, I want to see how Japan, when they faced Brazil, I remember internationally, back in 2006 group stages, walishinda 4-1. All right, so give me the stats, Upper, and then we can talk, Faith, about this team. Brazil, we've seen being unbeaten and only drawing 1 match. Now, last Japan-Brazil in history, in record, the 14 matches, 1 win, 2 draws, 11 defeats. All right, and then back in October 25, as Arocha said, ndio waliweza kushinda, the match ended 3-2, unajua. Now Nakamura, player wake Kagongo's hapa sana. I think is he the player to watch tonight? You know, is he the player to watch tonight? Having faced Brazil 14 times with only 1 win, 2 draws and 11 defeats. Do you think Japan is to surprise pia leo?
I think one of the interesting things about Japan is they don't have a player you're looking out for. Everybody can score, everybody stands on business. And I think the worst mistake they can do is adapting to Brazil's style of play. But I've watched Japan's couple of matches. They don't switch up their play no matter who they are playing. You look at some teams that pack the bus depending on the opponents. They do not do that. They stick to their playing game. And I think if they do that today, they stand a chance. Yeah.
Arocha, they've drawn only twice. You said this match might end for the first 90-minute draw, but they have been defeated 11 times.
Well, the facts might, the statistics might not favor Japan in many ways. It's an emerging soccer nation within Asia. Comparing it to 5-time champions Brazil, on paper might not really be fair. But I'm looking at 2 aspects here. One, the way they've performed in the World Cup, the way they qualified for the World Cup, and last but not least, the last encounter they had. They say soccer, you're as good as your last match. The last match that Japan faced Brazil, they won 3-2. So that one also psychologically gives them an edge over Brazil. But on the flip side, the Brazilian team is vastly experienced. They have several players here who have played to this level. And at times in soccer, when you have individual players who have played to this standard, then it gives you an edge. That's why I'm talking about a low-scoring match. Because two teams, and to echo what she talked about, they play explosive speed, the 2 teams. And that, for me, will slow them down in the sense that the first 20 minutes, they might be very fast. But after that, being that we've also played 3 matches in the last 6 or so days, you tend to slow down. And that's why I repeat again, this is not going to be a high-scoring match because of the factors that I've just explained.
But remember, Japan is not slowing their pace. From the first minute until 90th minute, they are going...
Now, look at it this way. These are teams who have played 270 minutes.
Sure.
In the last 8 or so days. You are not
A robot.
A robot. You have to slow down. The moment you, and that's for the guys who felt that FIFA did it wrong when they brought in the 48 teams format, their argument was fatigue. Because in the next 39 or so days, teams are going to play close to 10 matches of international standards. So basically, the way you started your league, and this one was evident in the 2022 World Cup, when Argentina opened their campaign against Saudi Arabia, and they lost. But when subsequently they picked their tempo, and if you can see the finals of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, you cannot compare it to the opening matches. The number of passes that were made, positive passes, that were made in the opening match, vis-a-vis the positive passes that were made in the finals, totally different.
Okay.
The speed goes down, and this time around is going to go even lower because of the number of matches. We are doing 104 matches. So and that's why even the other time FIFA president was forced to explain that they are not out to make money. But in real sense, when you look at it from the commercial sense, you will realize that FIFA is out to make money in two ways. One, the number of matches that are going to be played in terms of beaming rights and all that. And two, the hydration moments. This is a commercial moment. It's 3 minutes where FIFA is making money. Yeah. So basically, guys, as much as we are looking at it from the technical aspect of the game, there are people who are looking at it from the commercial aspect. Where these days, when I'm doing commentary on radio, I have 6 minutes to play commercials, which was unlike in football. And you've had coaches complaining that it's slowing down the game.
Actually, the momentum goes down.
Yes, it slows down the game. Now, when you look at it from the technical angle. But when you look at it from the commercial angle, more money is coming in. So it's a catch-22. And that's why I feel Katela and the rest, the speed, the tempo of the matches will slow down as we move towards the end of the tournament.
Someone needs to tell FIFA it's hydration break. Let us see the players take water or else change it to commercial break.
Well, all right. I think when we come back, we'll be talking more about